This session is Fumikomi-Ashi practice. Fumikomi-Ashi is one of the major footwork in Kendo. There are okuri-ashi like we worked on. Then Fumikomi-Ashi is the stomping motion when you make a strike. So strike or cut need to be done with your body and fumikomi all together, and that's called ki, ken, tai, ichi. Ki is the spirit, so it's usually associated with loud voice like and cut is ken, the sword is ken. Tai is the body. Body includes the footwork, so that the upper body needs to be straight forward, and then upright position, and then fumikomi has to be done strongly, and then hit or cut at the right part of the sword with the right hasuji. Okay, so kiken tai ichi. So Fumikomi-Ashi is important, and lots of times different schools teach Fumikomi-Ashi like up and then down. For beginning, that may be okay to find out, and then strong fumikomi, and this needs to be done carefully because you don't want to hurt your heel by doing it a number of times or too many times for the floor that is too hard. So this is a practice that you probably can't do it at home because that will shake your entire house, and or you may break your floor or weaken your floor, damage your floor. I don't want that. But so that you know, that first you remember you did this okuri-ashi practice, right? So that's the next level. So first you do it on the spot. Just go without lifting your head. Don't go this way. You already learned how to do this without moving your foot. So you know how to release your knee. So you just release your knee and then stomp. Stomp. And you try that several times. You can do it without doing this. Just go or here. Once you can do this, then you can slide forward, then do it. Let's go slide forward, stop, so your head doesn't bow up and down. Once you can do that, then you go slide forward and stomp in one motion. At this point, you're just doing the right foot only, so you go, the left foot stays there. Okay, from here. Eventually, once you can do that, then you want to pull your left foot. So from here, you go zoop. Left foot is here. One more time. From here, you step forward and stomp, and then pull your left foot at the same time. Zoop. So if you can do this, you can make multiple strikes or fumikomi continuously. So like this. Going that way, from here. Once you do the first slide and stop, The next you may not need to slide or stomp because your opponent is close enough. So that first one you want to, your isokuito distance from your opponent, so you want to go forward and under. But then you get to this distance, so you can just go. So like this, from here, so that's the Fumikomi-Ashi practice. And from here, I just tell you what these are and explain the concept and how I do it. And you may want to find out, by how you do it by following my method or finding out your own way. The key is not to bob up and down and then just go forward. This forward part is the seme, so that you can do it slow. And then after this, once you can do it, you can do a quick one from here. These are used for different occasions, like different situations. Like when your opponent is coming in for a strike, which happens probably the most, and you didn't move. He's coming and you want to hit it right there, then you can just go. And then the key is after this. If you just go and stopping there, it doesn't work. So you want to move your left foot here and then create the momentum and then go forward. So your opponent's coming from the front and you're doing the stomping on the spot, and then bring your left foot in and then move forward. So it's like this. Here, your opponent. Okay, here we go. So that's one situation. It's good with sonobauchi, the spot stomping. And then next one is the most popular one that you make a seme, charge pressure, and then when you make the pressure, your opponent tries to something, try to defend, put it open, or try to defend by going back, again men's open, and then, or try to hit. Koten men is open and do may be open too afterwards. So that's the effect of doing this. So going, that's the number 2. And then number 3 is fast one. You're doing this, and then before moving in, you see opponents coming for a strike, and then you want to get that moment. You want to seize the moment that he's coming for. The very beginning, the number 1 was he's already coming in, so you get there. But this one, you see or you feel that your opponent's about to come in. That's when you are approaching your opponent quickly, so you don't have a chance to make this slow footwork. So you want to go from here and then kick. But these are the 3 that I want you to study for now. If you have the issue of bobbing up and down, or when you go from here, if if you have an issue going from here and move forward right away, you have to do Sugiashi, like, Sugiashi is like, or when you Bikabu, when you swing up, you have to go, you can't just go from here. Then do this Sugiashi, the pull of the left foot, then image that and make that pull of Sugiashi just a little bit and try to pull only the hip. So from here, and then eventually you don't have to make an obvious pull, you just go. Just keep the feeling of, if you just go without bobbing, but you can't go without bobbing, you always bob. When you do that, then you want to pull so you don't bob, right? So that you keep that feeling of pulling without pulling, so you just use the hip. After that, make this movement less obvious. Then you can do a smaller bend, like from here. Then eventually, just go. Or from here, sit. So you can practice that at home or outside. Just use that for your next level of Kendo. Anyway, thank you very much for your time, and then we'll go right to the next chapter.
This video is made by Alaska Kendo Club.